Do you feel like manifestation is happening for everybody but you? What's interesting is that I normally feel this way right before I'm about to get what I've been working on manifesting. So I'm going to talk about all the signs and indicators that are telling you that you're just about to get your stuff. It's right there. But first I want to tell a story. So stay to the end. I'm going to go over all the signs that you can look at so that you know it's happening right now, and so that you don't stop the flow because of what's happening outside of you. So you can clearly see these signs and go, oh, okay, I know where I'm at. But I'm going to tell a story about when I first started working with manifesting. I was meditating a lot, about 6 hours a day, sometimes more. And I will tell you that lots of meditation speeds up the time that it takes to manifest things. So it gets to the point where it's predictable and you can just, you think about something and then somebody brings it to you. I mean, right away. So there's no waiting time in between. So that is one secret that I have learned to add to the rest of the techniques to manifest, is just meditate a lot, because then you're putting yourself in this space that is the space that you create things from. That void is where creation begins. And so when you have a thought in that void, it creates right away. And there's no waiting for it. There's no, trying to get through barriers and beliefs and any of that. So it just goes straight into reality and brings it to you. And it's really cool. But so I'm a snob about some things. I'm a snob about vitamins and water and coffee. So there's some things that I am very particular about, and so this particular time, I was out of vitamins and I needed vitamins. I knew I needed vitamins, but I wanted this one certain kind. So I put it on my list to get. I didn't have the money to get them. They're kind of expensive. They were Amway vitamins called XX. And I like these because they're mostly alfalfa, and they just worked really well for me. They're good for, they made my hair grow really fast and get full. I used to have really, really thin hair. And when I started taking these, my hair got just thick for the first time in my entire life. They give me energy, they help just my mind think faster, and I don't have joint aches, just all of these benefits that I knew I needed. And, when I find something that works, I like to stick with it. So anyway, what I did was I put it on a list. I'll get these, I'm going out and teaching a course soon, so I'll have the money and I'll find them. I'll find someone that's selling them. And so I put it out in my future, kind of forgot about it, and just went on my way. And I think it was either later that day, just a few hours later, the guy that I was dating at the time came in and handed me this box of XX vitamins that were still sealed, brand new, still in the plastic wrapping around the box, around the container. So someone had he had found these in a donation center that we had at our ashram. And he just walked in. He didn't even know that I wanted these vitamins. He just walked in to browse and I think drop things off, and saw these vitamins and thought, oh, well, maybe I'll take them and see if she wants them. He had no idea that I had put these specific vitamins on my list. So he walks into the room a few hours later, hands these to me, and he's like, oh, I saw these down there. I don't know if you would be interested in them. And I was so blown away. I didn't know if I wanted to laugh or cry. I mean, these things happened on a regular basis when I was meditating all the time and really focusing on attracting law of attraction. And so That's when I started playing with it and started playing with stopping time, bending time, fast forwarding, all that. And uh, it has gotten bigger. It's gotten to a bigger scale throughout the years. But so I just want to share this little story and the meditation hack or tip about manifesting. But I want to talk about the actual signs that you'll start noticing when your manifestation is actually happening. And the first one is probably the trickiest one, because this is where a lot of people will just stop and stop doing the exercises, stop putting effort into manifesting what they want. Or I shouldn't say effort, stop putting awareness into what they want. And they'll just say it doesn't work. This is where a lot of people say, well, law of attraction doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's crap. But this is when you first start setting your intentions and putting awareness on what you want to grow in your life and letting it go, doing all this, you'll, a lot of the time, I might even say most of the time, you'll get tested pretty quick after you start working with it. So at first it might seem like, oh yeah, I'm getting some momentum, I can feel it. And then you start getting tests. So you'll start noticing that you're losing things. You'll start noticing that maybe you're losing money. Maybe, whatever it is that you're focused on, it can actually be directly related to that. So say you're wanting to manifest more money and you start doing it and you lose your job. Okay, so I'm working on manifesting more money. Now I've just lost my income entirely. This isn't working. Or you'll start, working on manifesting money, and then you'll start getting all these big unexpected bills come in. So instead of bringing in more money and saving more money, all of a sudden you're having to put out more money. If you're wanting to manifest love, then you might start losing friendships, or relationships will start falling away. So this is actually a good thing. And a lot of times, several things can be happening. You can be losing things that are out of alignment with your new frequency that you need to be in to attract what you want. You can be losing things that are stopping your flow, your income. You can be losing something that it feels like a loss. So say when you're having to pay out more bills, this can feel like a loss of money, when in fact it's really just getting you to circulate money. Because normally what you're wanting to attract, you're going to want to be giving out into the universe. So when you start having to pay for bills or pay these extra surprise expenses, what your universe is actually getting you to do is to put money out, and then it gives you way more back, because you're circulating it, because you're putting out what you want. Now, if you're doing this and you're focused on a certain amount of money, you might spend $500 to fix your car and then get back the $10,000 that you're wanting to manifest. So this is the point where you really need to just keep at it, keep going. And this is also the time that your universe could be teaching you to let go. And it's that, pouring out your cup so that it can be refilled. So several things can be happening, and it can feel, when you're being tested, it can feel like nothing's working. Great, I'm giving up. This isn't even working. Nothing's going to work. And you just get in this downward spiral, and then that makes the manifestation time even longer. So I think Abraham Hicks says it only takes 17 seconds to get your vibration back up. And when your vibration is up, that's when manifestation is faster. That's why when you're meditating more, you're in a constant vibration that is higher naturally. And so that increases the manifestation time. And you're not having to wait as long between your setting your intention, I want this, and it comes to you. So it can be right away. So when you notice that you're getting tested, then keep it up, because you're right there. I mean, it is right there, ready to come to you. So let go what's falling away. Let it go. Surrender to it. Let it, send it back into the void. Do whatever you need to. Breathe. Release it. If you're having to pay more out, make it happen. Just send it out, knowing that your manifestation is going to bring back exactly the amount you want. But it takes that letting go, and it takes that circulating sometimes. I had a teacher that used to, when money was tight, he would go out and buy something. He would buy 2 of it. So he would go out and buy a really expensive suit, and he would get 2 and give 1 away, because those are the times that you need to feel like you can circulate it. So, I mean, even if you're really, really broke and you're feeling that, and you're feeling so much lack, and you can't, and you're telling yourself, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. I mean, go get 2 packs of chewing gum, just do something to circulate it and get it going again, and to see that you can put money out there, and so that, you can come back. And this is just a way to get unstuck really quickly. Another good way is to tithe, to donate money, even if it's $5. And so on to the next one. So a lot of times when you start working on your manifestation, say you want to bring a new job to you, or a new career, a dream career, what we think is that we're going to get a phone call that's going to be a new job opportunity and an opportunity for a career. And what actually happens sometimes is that somebody new will come into our life, and they will give us an invitation that has nothing to do with a new career. Maybe they just invite you to go somewhere with them, maybe you meet someone and they're like, you know what, why don't we, I'm going to give you my number. Let's get together for coffee, lunch, whatever. And you can think that these are unrelated, but this person can end up being a friend of somebody else. They mention during the coffee date that they have this friend that has this company, and they're opening it up, and they're looking for, and it'll end up being like exactly in the career that you want to go into. And so, another thing that can happen is, say that you're wanting to manifest money. Somebody comes, a person that you used to know a long time ago, all of a sudden gets a hold of you out of the blue with some invitation that seems completely unrelated, maybe not even money related. Maybe they're just asking you to volunteer. Maybe they're asking you to, who knows what. It's surprise invitations. It's surprise reconnections that just come out of the blue. And when you have these things happen, so many times we end up saying no, or we talk to them a little bit and then we just kind of forget about it. So when you have these surprise opportunities or reconnections or invitations come up, notice it as a sign of your manifestation and follow that. Follow that. Say yes. I know manifestation started really happening for me when I committed to just saying yes to whatever invitation came, and doors started opening and things started flowing again. So follow those. And then lastly, the other signs that come up will be, say you're working on manifestation, and then you'll start seeing, I'm seeing 1111 everywhere. And for me, it's confirmation that I'm being supported. Now you might see another way it happens is that a song will come on the radio with a message that is directly related to what I'm feeling. And that is another indication that your manifestation is happening and you're being supported. It's being confirmed and validated. Billboard signs, anything that pops out at you. You log on to the computer and you see a post on Facebook that is directly related to what you've been manifesting or thinking. Things like this are just validating and confirming that you're on the right track and that you're really, really close. I hope this has been helpful. If you're new here, click subscribe. If you've been watching and following, I'd love to hear your stories of manifestation. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below.